A shiny Tesla Cybertruck, driven by none other than Elon Musk himself, suddenly gets a flat tire on a deserted dirt road with no one around. The sun blazes like it's on fire, the phone signal is completely lost, and time is ticking down to an important meeting. Elon, who is accustomed to cutting-edge technological solutions, feels helpless for the first time in the face of what seemed like a minor mishap. Meanwhile, a skinny boy riding an old bicycle appears from afar. "Do you need help fixing your bike?" The simple question carries an unusual confidence, and before Elon can react, the boy starts working on the tire as if it's the most natural thing in the world. Elon doesn't know that this small act not only saves him from a tricky situation, but also leads him into a story that will change his entire life. Follow this inspiring story, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so we can share more meaningful stories like this one. We'd love to know where you're watching from, so please share in the comments. As the sky gradually turns to afternoon, the sunlight slants through endless fields of grass, making each roadside tree glimmer. The narrow, deserted dirt road winds through quiet countryside areas, where the sound of engines is a rare noise in a space usually filled with birdsong and the rustle of the wind. A Tesla Cybertruck, with its angular and robust appearance as if it stepped out of the future, rolls slowly down the road. Behind the wheel, Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, is personally testing the vehicle. This isn't a typical test drive with a technical team in tow, but a personal journey. Elon always believed that to understand his products, he needed to experience them firsthand. The Cybertruck is a symbol of his vision for the future: strong, durable, and ready to face any challenge. He wanted to personally verify its capabilities on rough, unmaintained roads. The car smoothly navigates each incline, and Elon feels satisfied with its performance. He is lost in thoughts about the improvements that need to be made when a sudden pop breaks his concentration, pulling him out of his reverie. The vehicle slows down and comes to a complete stop. Elon frowns, steps out of the car, and looks down. The front right tire is flat. Elon stands still for a moment, his eyes scanning the quiet road. No one in sight, no phone signal, and no team to assist. This is a rare occasion where he has to handle such a situation on his own. He opens the trunk, looks for tools and the spare tire, but the discomfort keeps rising. Even though he created the Cybertruck, changing a tire is something he's never done before. He reads the instructions on the control screen, but the technical jargon and the intense heat leave him confused. Suddenly, a voice echoes from afar. "Having trouble with your vehicle." Elon turns around and sees a boy approaching on a bicycle. The boy is a 14-year-old African-American wearing a faded t-shirt and a worn-out cap. His bicycle is old, but he looks lively and curious as he gazes at the Cybertruck, a vehicle that looks like it's from another planet. "Yes, the tire is flat," Elon replies, trying to keep his voice calm, "but I'm not familiar with changing tires." The boy grins confidently and friendly. "Do you have a spare? If so, let me help. My bike often breaks down, and my dad has taught me how to do it for a long time." Elon is momentarily surprised by the boy's confidence. He nods and points to the trunk. "There is a spare, but do you really know how to do it?" Lucas, the boy, nods firmly. "It's easy, sir. I've done it before, no problem." Without waiting for Elon to respond, Lucas quickly opens the trunk, grabs the tools, and starts working. He takes off his cap, wipes the sweat from his forehead, and kneels beside the tire. His small hands work deftly, removing the lug nuts, lifting the old wheel off, and fitting the new one like a professional mechanic. Despite the dust and heat, Lucas doesn't complain, his eyes focused solely on the task at hand. While Lucas works, Elon stands beside him, both observing and marveling. A young boy on a deserted road ready to help a stranger with such enthusiasm. No hesitation, no complaints. Lucas's actions make Elon feel something very different, a feeling he can't easily name. Less than 20 minutes later, Lucas stands up, pats his pants, and says with satisfaction, "All done, sir. Now you can try driving to see if everything's okay." Elon smiles, nods to Lucas, and gets back into the car. He starts the Cybertruck and drives a short distance. The vehicle operates perfectly, as if the issue never occurred. When he turns back, Lucas is waiting with a bright smile. "Thank you so much, kid," Elon says, pulling out his wallet and handing Lucas a large bill. "This is a little thank you from me." But Lucas shakes his head, taking a step back. "No need, sir. I just wanted to help. Everyone needs a helping hand, right?" Elon stands there, stunned, looking at the boy. The money remains in his hand, but Lucas has climbed back onto his bicycle and rides away, disappearing behind the roadside trees. Something profound wells up inside Elon, a mix of surprise, admiration, and a strange sense of loss that he can't explain. Elon returns to the Cybertruck, starts the vehicle, and continues his journey. But the image of the small boy with grease-stained hands and a genuine smile doesn't leave his mind. It wasn't just kindness, it was innocence, a quality he rarely encountered in his busy, calculating life. On the way back, Elon feels his mind unsettled. A strange thought arises. That boy helped him not for money, but for something greater, a value he had unintentionally forgotten in the hustle of work and success. That feeling doesn't fade but grows stronger, urging Elon to think deeper about himself. That evening, Elon Musk's mansion is bathed in bright yellow lights, but inside he feels a quiet darkness. Sitting on the armchair in his office on the second floor, Elon looks out over the spacious yard through large glass walls. The Tesla Cybertruck is parked quietly in the yard, its shiny steel surface reflecting the soft light from the lamps. It's a product he's proud of, a symbol of his future vision. But tonight, Elon can't focus on it. The image of a boy with oil-stained hands and a sincere smile keeps appearing in his mind. Lucas, a simple name that evokes so many thoughts. The boy appeared when he was helpless and helped him without any ulterior motives. For the first time in many years, Elon feels a genuine connection, not through technology, not through transactions, but through a small yet meaningful act. Elon takes a sip of tea, but the bland taste makes him put the cup down immediately. His mind drifts back to the dusty dirt road where Lucas skillfully changed the tire with the expertise rare in a 14-year-old boy. Lucas's words still echo in his head. "I just wanted to help. Everyone needs help, right?" Elon smiles to himself, but the feeling inside is anything but relieved. That boy could easily take money. The amount to him is insignificant. But Lucas refused, as if kindness is natural and doesn't need a reward. To Elon, this is both unfamiliar and puzzling. He wonders, when was the last time I helped someone without expecting anything in return? When was the last time I experienced genuine kindness? In the quiet room, Elon leans back in his chair and closes his eyes. Memories from his youth flood back like a slow-motion film. He remembers his years in South Africa when he was a young man eager to explore the world. Once, his old car broke down on the road, and he stood there waiting for hours in vain. Cars zoomed past without stopping. Another time, he was rejected for a job due to lack of experience and had to scrape together with little money to survive. Those experiences taught him that no one gives anything for free. If you want something, you have to fight to get it. But today, Lucas completely shook that belief. Elon opens his eyes, gazing into the distance. "Maybe I was wrong," he whispers. Lucas's simple yet profound action serves as a reminder that kindness still exists. He just had been too busy to notice it. That act makes Elon feel small, making him, one of the richest and most powerful people in the world, feel indebted to a 14-year-old boy on an old bicycle. The later the night, the more confused Elon becomes. He tries to focus on Tesla's business plans but can't stop thinking about Lucas. His fingers glide over the keyboard, opening Google Maps to locate the area where he met the boy. Satellite images appear: a small dirt road, lush green grass fields, and a few scattered wooden houses. His eyes linger on a dilapidated house, small and nestled beside a grove of trees. He's not sure, but that could be Lucas's home. Elon looks at that image for a long time, a growing urge within him. "I need to meet that boy again," he thinks, not just to repay him, but to understand why he can live with such an open heart. He closes his laptop, stands up, his eyes full of determination. This feeling is strange but strong. It's not just curiosity. It's a deep desire to explore a facet of life he had forgotten, the true value of human connection. The next morning, as the first sunlight shines down, Elon is ready. He doesn't wear his usual suit but opts for a simple shirt and jeans to better fit this special trip. Driving the Tesla Cybertruck out of the gate, he feels a fresh surge of energy within him. He doesn't know exactly what he will do, but the only thing he's sure of is that he needs to meet Lucas again. After more than an hour of driving, the familiar road comes into view. This time, everything seems clearer. Small details like wildflower fields, sparse roadside trees, and simple wooden houses. As he turns a corner, he sees it. The small house he saw on the map. The house has a faded metal roof, some wooden walls peeling from harsh weather. In front is an old well where a boy is carrying bucket after bucket of water up the steps. It's Lucas. Elon stops the car, steps out, and sees Lucas immediately recognize him. "Are you back?" Lucas asks, his eyes bright with curiosity. "Is everything okay with the car now?" Elon smiles, nodding. "The car is fine, but I'm not back because of the car." Lucas tilts his head, his eyes filled with questions. From inside the house, a middle-aged woman steps out. Lucas's mother. She has her hair neatly tied back, bright eyes but marked by years of hard work. Seeing Elon, she looks momentarily embarrassed but immediately smiles warmly. "Hello, sir," she says gently. "I'm Clara, Lucas's mother. Lucas already told me about what happened yesterday." Elon shakes her hand, feeling the sincerity emanating from this woman. "Hello, Clara. I'm Elon. Thank you for Lucas helping me yesterday. He's truly special." Clara smiles softly, looking at her son proudly. "Lucas always likes to help others. He told me that if you can do something good, there's no reason to refuse." Elon is silent. Those words, though simple, resonate like a profound philosophy. He realizes that Lucas didn't just help him fix the tire, but also helped him remember something he had long forgotten: the value of unconditional kindness. Clara invites Elon into the house. In the small, tidy, yet modest home, they sit together around an old wooden table. Lucas and his mother share stories about their lives, the struggles, the hopes, and Lucas's dream of becoming an automotive engineer one day. The simple breakfast of bread and eggs is warm and heartwarming. Elon doesn't say much, but every story they share touches his heart. He realizes that Lucas and his mother live in very difficult conditions, yet they maintain optimism, gratitude, and a spirit of helping others without asking for anything in return. Leaving the house, Elon looks back once more, a feeling of indescribable emotion swelling inside him. He didn't just come here to understand, but also knows he has to do something truly meaningful. And that thought begins to simmer in his mind like a small but bright flame. The warm morning sun shines down on the small house nestled among dense trees. It's an old wooden house with a faded metal roof and wooden walls weathered by time. In front is an old well, surrounded by a few worn-out children's toys scattered on the dry ground. The scene before Elon Musk's eyes is a rustic yet emotional picture, completely contrasting with the luxury and modernity he's accustomed to. He stops the Tesla Cybertruck at the roadside and steps out, carefully closing the car door. The engine's noise fades, replaced by the cheerful chirping of birds and the rustling sound of leaves blown by the wind. Elon feels a strange sense of peace, something he rarely experiences in his hectic daily life. From afar, Lucas is busily dragging each bucket of water from the well. He's still wearing the faded t-shirt and the worn-out cap like before. When he sees Elon, he looks up, his eyes bright, and a radiant smile spreads across his face. "Are you back?" Lucas sets the bucket down and runs closer, his eyes full of curiosity. "Is the car not broken anymore?" Elon chuckles, nodding. "No, the car is fine now, but I'm not back because of the car." Lucas tilts his head, his eyes shining with surprise and excitement. "So, why are you back?" Before Elon can answer, a middle-aged woman steps out of the house. It's Lucas's mother, Clara. She has her black hair neatly tied back, a kind face marked by years of hard work. Seeing Elon, she looks slightly surprised but quickly smiles warmly. "Hello, sir," she says, approaching. "Lucas already told me about yesterday. Thank you for coming." Elon shakes her hand, his smile genuine. "Actually, I should be the one thanking Lucas. He helped me when I was in trouble." Clara looks at her son with pride in her eyes. "Lucas always likes to help others. I taught him that if you can do something good, there's no reason to refuse." Lucas stands beside his mother, nodding as if to agree. "I just did what my mom taught me. Who doesn't need help, right?" Hearing this, Elon feels something warm rise in his heart. He nods, his eyes shining with admiration. "Lucas, you didn't just help me fix the tire. You taught me something I thought I had forgotten." Clara invites Elon into the house. Inside, everything is simple, but neatly kept. The old wooden table takes center stage, surrounded by a few chairs faded by time. In the corner is a small study desk with a few worn-out books and a pencil lying neatly. The wooden walls have patches from leaks, and the ceiling is temporarily covered with plastic sheets to keep rain out. Despite the poverty, the house radiates an unusual warmth and peace. Clara places a simple breakfast of bread, scrambled eggs, and water on the table. "I know this isn't much, but please make yourself at home." Elon smiles, nodding. "Thank you, Clara. I think this is the best breakfast I've had in a long time." They sit down together, and the conversation begins. Through their small stories, Elon learns that Clara is a single mother, doing multiple manual jobs to support Lucas. She often works extra hours at a nearby sewing workshop and occasionally helps out at local shops in town. Despite the hardships, she always strives to create the best possible environment for Lucas. Elon looks around the house, then his gaze settles on Lucas. "Do you have any dreams, Lucas? What do you want to be in the future?" Lucas looks up, his eyes sparkling. "I want to become an automotive engineer. I want to build better, more beautiful cars so everyone can use them. Maybe I want to work for Tesla someday." He laughs. Elon laughs along. "I think you can definitely do it. As long as you keep your enthusiasm and kindness, I believe you'll achieve great things." Clara smiles as she hears Elon speak. She looks at her son with pride, but deep down, Elon notices the worries. The current conditions, the dilapidated house, the unstable jobs, can they support Lucas in pursuing his dreams? Elon takes a deep breath, then speaks. "Clara, Lucas, I want to tell you something. I know this might be sudden, but I want to help your family. I want to renovate this house, make it a more comfortable place for both of you to focus on what's truly important." Clara's eyes widen in shock. "Mr. Musk, it's really something. We don't know what to say." Lucas, standing beside his mother, turns to look at her. "Mom, he really wants to help us. I think we should accept." Clara remains silent for a moment, then nods, her voice choking. "If you really want to do this, we don't know how to thank you enough." Elon shakes his head, a warm smile on his face. "No need to thank me. This isn't a gift. It's my way of showing admiration for Lucas and how you've raised him. I have the resources, and I want to use them to help your family have a better life." Lucas looks at Elon, his eyes sparkling. "I don't know what to say, except thank you, Mr. Musk. I promise I won't let you down." Elon places his hand on Lucas's shoulder, his voice sincere. "Lucas, I believe you'll not only make me proud, but also make your mother and the world proud." As they leave the house, Elon feels a sense of relief and determination. He saw something in Lucas and Clara, resilience, kindness, and hope, that he wants to protect and nurture. On the way back, he calls Tesla's technical team, requesting them to assemble a group of builders, architects, and interior designers. He doesn't just want to fix the house, but transform it into a place where Lucas can grow and pursue his dreams. For the first time in many years, Elon feels an indescribable joy. It's not the joy of completing a technological project, but the joy of knowing he's doing something truly meaningful. This isn't just help. It's a commitment, a promise to change the lives of a small but determined family, and, in doing so, change himself. Early the next morning, soft sunlight filters through thin clouds, casting a pale golden light over the rural road. Elon Musk drives the Tesla Cybertruck back to Lucas's small house, followed by a truck carrying building materials, modern tools, and an experienced team of technicians. Unlike his other projects, those that changed entire industries, this time, he's doing something simple but deeply meaningful, changing the life of a small, resilient family. As the Cybertruck stops in front of the old house, Lucas is already waiting on the porch. The boy immediately recognizes the truck, his eyes lighting up like stars. He hops off the bike, his old shoes kicking up thin layers of dust. "Mr. Elon, what's going on?" Lucas calls out loudly, his voice mixed with curiosity and excitement. Elon steps out of the car, a gentle smile on his face. "Lucas, today I brought some friends. We're going to renovate this house, making it a more comfortable place for you and your mom to live, a place you can proudly call home." Lucas stands rooted for a moment, his eyes wide with amazement. "Really? You're serious?" "Absolutely," Elon replies, placing his hand on his shoulder. "You helped me without expecting anything in return. Now let me help you. This isn't just a house. It's a place where you can pursue your dreams." Clara steps out of the house holding a cloth. Seeing the truck and the technical team, she stops, her eyes full of surprise. "Mr. Musk, what is this?" Elon approaches her, serious yet gentle. "Clara, I want to renovate your and Lucas's house. This isn't pity, it's gratitude. I believe that Lucas, with his kindness and big dreams, deserves a better environment to grow." Clara covers her mouth, trying to hold back her emotions. "But this is too much. I don't know what to say." Elon looks at her, his eyes sincere. "Don't say anything. You and Lucas have given me more than I can imagine. This is just my way of reciprocating." Lucas runs up to hug his mother. "Mom, let him do it. Mr. Elon is very serious. I think he really wants to help us." Clara bows her head to look at Lucas, then turns to Elon. She nods, her eyes welling up. "All right, but I can never repay you for what you've done for us." Elon smiles, shaking his head. "I don't need to repay anything. I just need to see you both happy." The construction team quickly gets to work. The sounds of hammering, sawing, and the bustling footsteps fill the peaceful space. The old house, with its long-standing leaks, is dismantled to be replaced with a new roof. Engineers begin checking the electrical and plumbing systems, ensuring everything is upgraded. Lucas runs around excitedly, his eyes eager as he watches each stage. One of the workers lets him try holding a hammer, and he laughs gleefully as he taps it against a wooden beam. "Mr. Elon," he calls out, "I want to learn how to do these things. I want to know how to build something from scratch." Elon laughs, ruffling his hair. "You'll learn, Lucas. But the important thing is, whatever you do, always keep your kind heart." Meanwhile, Clara stands at the doorway, watching every activity. She's deeply moved as she sees strangers, under Elon's direction, working hard to transform the house into something entirely different. A few days later, the old house begins to change. The new roof shines brightly, sturdier than ever. The walls are freshly painted in warm cream colors, brightening up the entire space. A new private room is built for Lucas, with large windows welcoming natural light, an oak study desk, and a bed with a quilt printed with planets. The gift Elon knew would fascinate the boy. The kitchen was completely renovated, equipped with modern appliances that made cooking easier for Clara. A hot water system was installed, and the bathroom was upgraded so they no longer had to use cold water on freezing winter days. Elon not only supervised but also participated directly. He carried wood, helped workers install windows, and even wielded a hammer to drive nails. Despite sweat soaking his shirt, Elon remained enthusiastic. This wasn't work he was accustomed to, but the feeling of creating something truly meaningful brought him satisfaction. On the day the house was completed, Lucas and Clara were invited inside to admire the results. Clara placed her hand over her mouth, her eyes wide as she stepped through the doorway. From the cracks and peeling paint, the house had now transformed into a true home. Lucas rushed into his own room, his eyes sparkling as he saw everything. He touched his desk, jumped onto his bed, then turned to look at Elon. "Uncle Elon, is this really my room? It's so beautiful, I can't believe it." Elon smiled and nodded. "It's yours, Lucas. You deserve this." Clara walked into the kitchen, touching each new item. She turned to look at Elon, her eyes welling up with tears. "Mr. Musk, I don't know what to say. You've given us more than I could have ever dreamed of." Elon looked at her, his eyes filled with emotion. "Clara, you and Lucas have reminded me that life isn't just about the things I create, but also about the people I can help." As they stepped out into the yard, Elon took a small box from the car. He handed it to Lucas, and when Lucas opened it, inside was a key to a Tesla Model 3. Lucas looked up, astonished. "Uncle, is this for my mom?" he stammered. Elon nodded. "That's right. Now your mom can get to work more easily and you can go to school without having to ride your bike so far as before. This is a gift from me to your family." Clara stood silently, then approached to hug Elon. "Mr. Musk, thank you. From the bottom of my heart, I don't know what to say beyond those 2 words. You've completely changed our lives." Lucas clutched the key tightly, then looked up at Elon. "Uncle Musk, one day I'll do the same. I'll help others, just like you've helped me." Elon bent down, placing his hand on the boy's shoulder. "Lucas, you've already started doing that, and I believe you'll accomplish great things." Under the twilight, they stood there, feeling a new beginning. This was not just a renovated house, but a rebirth of hope and kindness. A lesson not only for Lucas and Clara, but also for Elon Musk, who had rediscovered the true values of life. That morning, the early sunlight bathed the newly renovated house, turning it into a symbol of hope and transformation. The last construction trucks had left the day before, leaving. Behind a fresh house with a shiny metal roof, warm, cream-painted walls, and a small yard lovingly tended by Clara with patches of wildflowers. Standing on the porch, Lucas gently stroked the smooth surface of the Tesla Model 3 that Elon Musk had gifted his family. His eyes sparkled with joy, mixed with amazement as he thought about all the wonderful things that had happened in his life in just a few short weeks. Clara, Lucas's mother, was tidying up in the new kitchen, more spacious and brighter than anything she had ever dreamed of. She placed the cups into the newly installed cabinets, occasionally glancing through the window at her son. Lucas was standing dreamily, his hand on the Tesla, a brief smile crossing his lips. Clara smiled, her heart overflowing with happiness. She knew that this gift had not only changed her and Lucas's lives, but also sparked a greater hope in their hearts. Suddenly, the familiar sound of a Tesla Cybertruck echoed from the road ahead. Clara stepped outside, and Lucas immediately ran down the steps upon seeing Elon Musk getting out of the vehicle. He was carrying a large portfolio and a thin laptop. Lucas beamed, waving his hand to greet him. "Uncle Elon, are you coming again? Do you want to check the house?" Elon smiled and walked toward the boy. "Not quite, Lucas. I'm here with another plan, something I think you'll like." "What is it?" Lucas asked, his eyes sparkling with curiosity. Elon pointed to the bag in his hand. "I want to help you get closer to your dream." In the cozy living room, Elon placed the bag on the table. Clara poured him a cup of hot tea, while Lucas sat beside her, unable to hide his excitement. Elon opened the bag, taking out a laptop and a stack of documents. "Lucas," Elon began, his voice slow but full of emotion, "you told me you want to become an automotive engineer. I believe that nothing is impossible if you start today." Lucas tilted his head, eyes wide. "What can I do?" Elon opened the laptop, the screen lighting up with a modern 3D design software, the very software Tesla's team uses to create groundbreaking cars. He pointed to the screen and said, "This is the design tool we use to create Tesla models. I'll teach you how to use it." Lucas looked at the screen with bright eyes. I can really learn how to design cars like you?" Elon nodded. "Not only that, I also want to help you understand how to operate, test durability, and improve ideas. This is an opportunity for you to start turning your dream into reality." Lucas couldn't believe his ears. He turned to look at his mother, his voice trembling. "Mom, Uncle Elon really believes in me." Clara held her son's hand, her eyes warm. "Lucas, you've always tried your best. This is an opportunity you deserve." In the following days, Elon took time to teach Lucas the basics of design. Every morning, he drove to Lucas's house, bringing along a laptop and documents. They sat at the kitchen table, where morning sunlight streamed through the newly installed window. Elon explained step by step, from creating basic 3D models to using technical analysis tools. Lucas picked it up very quickly. After just a few lessons, he had created a simple sketch of his dream car, a compact, environmentally friendly vehicle capable of running on rural roads. Elon smiled as he looked at Lucas's first drawing. "You have a talent, Lucas. If you keep learning, I believe you'll accomplish great things." Lucas smiled brightly, but inside he felt a great responsibility. He didn't just want to please Elon. He wanted to prove that what he had received would never be wasted. Not stopping at just guiding Lucas, Elon arranged for the boy to attend Tesla's online workshops. Lucas listened to Tesla's top engineers share about the car design and testing processes. He took careful notes, his eyes gleaming with passion as he heard stories about overcoming challenges in creativity. One afternoon, while Lucas was practicing with a simulation exercise, he stopped and turned to Elon, who was sitting beside him. "Uncle Elon, I don't know if I can really become an engineer. Everything feels so hard." Elon looked at him, his eyes determined. "Lucas, everyone starts with small steps. I've failed dozens of times before succeeding with Tesla. What's important isn't whether you make mistakes, but whether you can get back up after each fall." Lucas nodded, his eyes shining with determination. "I won't give up, Uncle." As time passed, the small neighborhood began to notice Lucas's transformation. Neighbors, initially curious about the construction crew, now admired the boy's eagerness to learn and his kindness. Lucas not only received support from his mother and Elon, but also from the surrounding community. Clara, during an evening conversation with Elon, confided, "Mr. Musk, I don't know how to thank you. Not just for the house, but for opening up a future for Lucas that I never dared to imagine." Elon smiled, his eyes thoughtful. "Clara, it was Lucas who taught me a valuable lesson. That boy's kindness has changed the way I view life. This is something I have to thank you for." One day, when the group completed a complex design project, Elon turned to Lucas and said, "Lucas, you're ready to take the next step." Lucas raised an eyebrow, curious. "What's the next step, Uncle?" Elon smiled. "I want to invite you to Tesla, to visit our factory. You'll see how a car is made from start to finish." Lucas's eyes lit up, and Clara laughed, emotionally watching her son. "Lucas, you've got an opportunity I never thought you'd have. Make the most of it." Lucas took Elon's hand, speaking firmly. "I promise, Uncle Elon, I'll do my best." Under the afternoon sun, the three stood beside the Tesla Model 3. a clear new beginning reflected in their eyes. This was not just a story about a renovated house, but the birth of a future where Lucas could reach for his dreams and continue to spread the kindness he had received. That morning, the sky was clear and warm sunlight spread across the small neighborhood, brightening the house that Elon Musk and his team had renovated for Lucas's family. The cheerful chirping of birds echoed from nearby branches, marking a new beginning for young Lucas and his mother, Clara. Lucas sat at his desk in his room, his eyes focused on the Tesla laptop screen, the device that had been with him through countless projects and designs recently. Today, Lucas was completing his final simulation exercise, a detailed design of a compact electric car suitable for rural families. Every line he drew on the screen carried his passion and gratitude for the opportunities he had received. Outside the room, Clara was busy in the new kitchen, preparing breakfast for mother and son. She occasionally glanced through the window to watch her son. Her face showed clear pride as she saw Lucas growing up more each day. She knew their lives had changed forever since Elon Musk stepped into their small home. Elon Musk's Tesla Cybertruck slowly rolled into the familiar dirt road, and the gentle hum of the engine drew Lucas away from his computer screen. The boy hurriedly ran out to the porch, a radiant smile on his face upon seeing the special guest. "Uncle Elon," Lucas called out loudly, his eyes sparkling with excitement. "What special thing are you bringing today?" Elon stepped out of the vehicle, holding a large envelope and a briefcase. His smile reflected the joy he felt every time he saw this boy. "Lucas, today I'm bringing you another gift, a new door for your future." Both Lucas and Clara were surprised. They looked at each other, then stepped closer to Elon as he placed the envelope on the coffee table in the living room. Elon opened the envelope, revealing a thick dossier and a letter. Lucas's eyes widened when he saw the letter's heading, Full Scholarship Invitation Letter. "Lucas," Elon began, his voice deep and warm, "I've contacted one of the country's top engineering schools. They were very impressed with the designs you've created, and they want to offer you the opportunity to study there. This is a full scholarship, covering all your tuition and living expenses." Lucas fell silent, his hands shaking as he took the letter. "Uncle Elon, do you really believe I can do this?" Elon bent down, placing his hand on the boy's shoulder. "Not only do I believe it, Lucas, you've proven that you have the ability and determination. This is your chance to turn your dream into reality." Clara stood beside them, her eyes misty as she looked at her son. "Lucas, this is something I've always wished for you. You must seize this opportunity, sweetheart." Lucas turned to his mother, then back to Elon. His eyes shone with determination. "I promise, Uncle Elon, I won't disappoint you." On the day Lucas was preparing to leave, the entire small neighborhood gathered to bid him farewell. Neighbors who had witnessed the entire transformation journey of the Lucas family came to offer their best wishes. Clara drove the Tesla Model 3 that Elon had gifted them, taking Lucas to school. Sitting in the passenger seat, Lucas quietly looked out the window, his heart full of excitement and anticipation. Elon stood by the roadside watching the car disappear from sight, his heart swelling with indescribable emotions. He knew that Lucas not only represented a rural boy with big dreams, but also stood as proof of the power of kindness and the change it can bring. As time passed, Lucas continued to make progress. At school, he became one of the top students, praised by professors not only for his creativity, but also for his relentless work ethic. What Elon taught him, from design skills to problem-solving mindset, became a solid foundation for his development. Throughout his studies, Lucas never forgot his roots. He regularly sent letters to his mother, sharing the new things he learned, and never forgot to write thank you letters to Elon, who had changed his life forever. Many years later, at Tesla's headquarters, an important event was held. It was the launch of a new line of electric cars, a product touted as revolutionary in the automotive industry. On the grand stage, Elon Musk stood beside a young man, tall and slender, his eyes shining with confidence. That young man was Lucas, who had now become one of Tesla's top engineers. Elon introduced Lucas to the audience, his voice full of pride. "Today, I want you to meet Lucas, who is not only an outstanding engineer, but also someone who has inspired me. Lucas not only works to create cars, but also embodies Tesla's core values: creativity, determination, and compassion." Applause thundered, but Lucas maintained a humble smile. As the press conference ended, Lucas stood beside Elon, his eyes filled with emotion. "Uncle Elon," Lucas said, "I will never forget what you've done for me. Without you, I would never have gotten to where I am today." Elon placed his hand on the boy's shoulder, his eyes gentle. "Lucas, you've done all the work. I just opened the door. You've walked through it with all your effort and determination." Lucas nodded, his eyes shining brightly. "I hope one day I can do the same for others. I want to spread the kindness you've given me." Elon smiled, his eyes filled with pride. "I have no doubt about that, Lucas. You've started your journey, and I believe you'll achieve great things." Lucas and Elon's story is not just about a kind act, but also a testament to the power of belief and guidance. Lucas, from an ordinary rural boy, became a symbol of hope and change, and Elon Musk, a wealthy and powerful man, rediscovered the core value of kindness and the true meaning of making a difference. Under the stage lights, amidst the roaring applause, Lucas and Elon looked toward the future. A future not only filled with innovative cars, but also brimming with compassion and good deeds. And their story was just beginning. Lucas and Elon Musk's story is not just a journey of changing a life, but also a powerful reminder that kindness, compassion, and belief in human potential can create miracles. A small act, like helping a stranger on a dusty road, can become the spark that lights up an entire future. Lucas not only learned how to design cars from Elon, but he also understood that true success lies in never forgetting core values: gratitude, perseverance, and the desire to help others. And Elon, through this journey, rediscovered the profound meaning of human connections, beyond the technological achievements or the fame he had once attained. This story is a reminder to all of us. No matter who you are, no matter where you are, every kind act, every belief in a dream can become a seed for a better world. If you find this story inspiring, don't forget to share it with those around you. Hit the subscribe button to join us in spreading meaningful messages, heart-touching stories, and journeys that change lives. Together, we can create a world full of compassion and hope.